I don't know if that's a good thing.
Not.
It's not. It's not. We should probably start the movie.
Probably. I look like I'm about to move somebody's furniture.
I don't see us.
You are just loving the.
Here it is.
We should go on a break thing. We need to take a
built
break.
That goddamn button for a reason. I will use it.
Yeah,
Ever since we
piss breaks.
we haven't needed it as much.
What's up, everybody? We're finally kicking this off properly. It is Monday night. We watched a fucking good movie this week, thankfully.
We did.
As opposed to the horrors of last week. Yeah, no, this week, we went classic this week. We went for the Ghost of Frankenstein.
Yeah. Meh.
I dug it.
I did not like it.
Yeah.
Like, it really dropped off. Like, for me, in terms of, like, the trajectory of these movies, like, Frankenstein is great. Bride of Frankenstein is better.
Yeah.
Son of Frankenstein is probably about on par with Bride. But this one is just, like, way low for some reason.
Huh.
And I don't know if it was, like...
I will say I did not like Lon Chaney Jr. as the monster.
Yeah, I think that's what my biggest gripe was. Because, like, you've got the progression of the monster, and now we're back to square one.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, he's nonverbal. He's back to acting like a fucking animal. He's, like...
But I will say, like...
He doesn't emote either. Because you see emotion in the Karloff version.
That is true.
Like, he's just, like...
Yeah, I was going to chalk up to him now, not talking to being just fucked up from being in that sulfur pit.
Which, yeah, sure.
Yeah. But, like, but the not emoting is, that's just shit acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is surprising. I mean, because Lon Chaney Jr. is a fucking legend, like,
Yeah, but, like, even a legend isn't great at everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I did like this movie, though. I like Bela Lugosi.
He was the shining star of this whole fucking movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
He really was.
And I want to see where the ending goes. Like, I thought they just, like, the ending was kind of lazy.
Yeah.
They just we'll collapse the house on him. Okay. Clearly that's not going to kill him. If he can survive falling into a molten fucking, sulfur pit, I'm pretty sure a burning house isn't going to kill him. Like,
I mean, what's the next one? Curse?
The next one is Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. So, like, I don't think they carry over that, like, Igor, being the brain now of the monster. So I wanted to see where that goes.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. Man, they just dropped the ball. Like, they had a great premise. Like, I like the direction of the movie. It didn't execute that well for me.
Huh.
And not to the point where, like, I think it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
Because I'm not.
No, I did
really
enjoy this movie. Yeah.
Much.
But yeah, no, I will say it's probably out of the four.
It's the weakest.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But again, not a bad movie by any metric.
No, definitely not.
I mean, some of the scenery, like, some of the images with the monster, like, I really dug. Like the one I used for the Instagram post where he's got the chains and, like, he's got his arms above his head. Like, that's really cool.
No, yeah, they definitely did cool stuff with the movie. It's just, like, it really feels like if it's not the monster or Igor, everybody else is throwaway.
Yeah.
Like, even Dr. Frankenstein. All right, like, you have him. So, Dr. Frankenstein should not be easily confused with two other characters in this fucking movie.
Two other middle-aged guys with mustaches?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's not Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Shit, sorry. I don't know. It's like the more they bring it into, like, what you would consider, like, the present time, like when they were making this movie.
Yeah.
Like, the further they get into that, the more character the whole thing loses, because it stops being this dark, gothic, like, brooding, like, thing about, like, what is man and what is a monster, and it just kind of becomes a science project.
Yeah. What else is there to say? Not just his acting, but like the look of Lon Chaney in the monster outfit just doesn't look right.
It's just so stiff.
Yeah, like there's a couple of shots, like when he helps him escape, like when he's getting into the wagon.
Yeah.
There's a couple of like full body shots of him, and he just does not look good at all.
No.
Like he straight up looks like a dude in a Frankenstein outfit, like you'd see like in a,
right.
Taking pictures on the street.
I think that's the thing, like, because when you got the first 3 movies, you're like, that's Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah.
Now you're like, that's a dude in a Frankenstein costume.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, like...
But see, I don't think you get that with, like, a Glenn Strange Frankenstein, where he looks, I think, more like the original Frankenstein. It acts more like him.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, the Lon Chaney version.
Right. Which is, like, I mean, Lon Chaney is doing his own thing. And, I really can't, like, diss him for doing that. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm so infatuated with the original
version.
Yeah, with
Karloff, who, knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
3 times in a row. Like, and then now he's just like, just a big lumbering corpse. Is what they boil him down to.
Yeah.
And it just does a whole fucking disservice to this character that they brought up.
Yeah, that is true. I didn't think of that.
Am I swaying you again?
A little bit, but I mean, I still like this movie, man. I mean...
Like, all these criticisms aside, like,
yeah.
I don't dislike the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I want to make that painfully obvious. Like, I would watch this again. I love the premise. It's just the execution is a lot weaker than the previous 3.
Yeah. It doesn't have quite the oomph.
I think it has one of the coolest, like, overall plots with the brain swapping and things like that. Like, I think it's interesting. Plus, you get all this Igor.
I like that he carries over too from Son of Frankenstein.
Yeah, and Igor is such an interesting character. Like, I want more of that. Like, I would have loved a fucking Igor movie.
Yeah, how he got the broken neck, like.
Yeah. But, like, you don't get a whole lot of this, like, creepy tone in this one. You get more of a science fiction movie. And I think that's what takes me out of it a lot more than anything else. You
know what? Yeah, you have a point about that. It is less gothic horror and more just, science fiction.
Yeah.
Man. Still, I think the scenery is great too. Like some of the, like just the countryside here, I think is awesome.
Oh, sure, everything's set up really well. The music in this was awesome.
Yeah,
the soundtrack was so good.
The lightning is good. Yeah, really. Aside from the monster and Igor, everybody is just kind of there.
Yeah,
like and even Lionel Atwill, who wasn't he the inspector in the last one? I believe the dude with the arm.
Maybe.
But
we'll
get there.
That's the thing, though. Is like that is a downfall of a lot of these older movies. Is like they would just bring in characters to have them on set to be basically props. And then you've got your like 2 or 3 like standout characters. Unfortunately, like in this movie, you need those characters to be better.
Yeah.
Because like they are what's moving the plot along, not really Igor and the monster. And Dr. Frankenstein was like, if you are making a Frankenstein movie and Dr. Frankenstein doesn't fucking Frankenstein, like, what are we doing? And I guess I understand, like, they want him to be different. They want him to be like, he's not really a surgeon, he's a brain doctor, like.
Yeah. Are you the brain doctor? The Monty Python sketch. Like, for the 5 people out there who would ever get that joke, like, they're really.
They go, oh shit.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yep. I don't know. There's just not enough oomph in the whole thing.
Mm.
And like the twist portrayal or betrayal at the end where he actually switches out Igor's brain instead of Kettering.
Kettering, yeah.
Which Kettering was a character.
That's the same dude, just twice.
Right?
Yeah. Like, there is no difference between either of those men.
Yeah. It's sickening. But, like, I liked that. So, toward the end, where they're actually doing the brain transfer, you're kind of led to believe that, like, he's setting up Igor and just like, yeah, I'll do that for you. And then this is Dr. Kettering's brain.
Yeah.
And then it doubles back on it again, and you find out it really was Igor's brain. So you're kind of left going like, oh shit, which is fun. I like an oh shit moment in a movie, but like it's almost like the strongest part of this whole thing, other than monster smashes things.
You know what I will say too is the lab doesn't look quite as like mad sciencey as it has in the past. Yeah,
it's not mad sciencey. It's modern sciencey.
True.
Like I don't know exactly like what era this was supposed to be in, but it looks like 20s, 30s.
Looks like it could be the 40s for all we know.
Yeah.
Ducks quacking loudly. Look, Frankenstein's not even that tall. He's the same height as like Bela Lugosi.
He actually is a tall motherfucker.
Bela Lugosi or Lon Chaney?
Lon Chaney.
I mean, he's wearing like platforms, and like when they were walking in right there, there wasn't that much difference between the two of them.
Yeah. That might be perspective, because like Lon Chaney was like 6'3".
No shit.
To start with, yeah. I mean, Bella might have been tall too. Those Hungarians.
Let's see. I feel like we're only like 12 minutes into this. Jesus.
No, there's plenty more to talk about.
Yeah.
Cobra chickens. Geese.
I've never heard that before.
Oh no,
that's hilarious.
Yep. I did not need a rehash of the little girl.
That is a little weird. Like, why do we keep going back to like? That was also when I was watching this yesterday. I had a brilliant idea that I realized I just invented the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like
okay.
Because like when he kidnaps the girl, he's like, I want her brain and me. I'm like, oh, Frankenstein's living his truth. Like, Frankenstein feel like little girl. Like, I'm like, what if we had a trans Frankenstein? I'm like, that's great. Like, oh wait, that's just the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yeah,
that's just Rocky Horror.
But yeah, there was like a good 5 minutes of just me going, Frankenstein live his truth. Like just while I was watching this movie.
Gender just fluid.
Yeah. Frankenstein like Barbie too.
Jesus Christ. It's just a jump to the left. And a step to the right.
Fuck you all.
Yeah, I don't understand why you don't like Rocky Horror.
I think it is mostly childhood trauma based. In that I was forced to perform the time warp at summer camp. Fucking.
Oh, it's like anal.
Yeah, it's the same reason why I don't do anal. Yeah, both the same summer camp actually. Yeah,
when you're forced to have it as a kid, you don't want it as an adult.
Yeah, no, I never got into it. I tried watching it once.
Yeah,
and it's just like no.
I like it. It's just a kitschy rock and roll, like
weirdo
science fiction film.
Yeah,
it's fine. It's fine.
Some people think cucumbers taste better pickled. Huh? What?
Hold on, let me unpack that. Yeah, some people like pickles.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep, that's the way.
There's a Dave Chappelle line. Sorry. Deep cut.
Jesus Christ. Christ. How about a little original material tonight?
Sorry,
You're biting Bert Kreischer.
I'm all over the fucking
now you're
place.
biting Dave Chappelle.
Fuck you. I came up with Trans Frankenstein. That was gold, all right?
Yeah.
So much so that they already made a movie out of it.
40 years ago.
Oh.
You know what we need? Skankenstein.
More beer?
Yeah.
Skankenstein.
Oh, wait, that's Frankenhooker.
Yeah. Yeah, see? Not so easy, huh? Yeah.
Shit!
Anything else? Oh, that one guy was like really. This dude was like very like.
My daughter.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah.
Chill for having a kid who was missing for like 2 weeks and possibly dead. Everybody, my daughter's been missing for 2 weeks. If we could like try to find her, that'd be great.
Yeah. Like what?
Huh?
What kind of fucking society are you living in, dog? I don't know. Like, we normally say, like, I could have used, like, 20, 30 more minutes on these movies. Do you think that's the case with this one?
This was only, like, barely an hour and 10 minutes. I think it was an hour and 10 minutes long, and, like,
yeah.
I don't
like
think I needed more
of
it.
Yeah.
That's
the point. I think what we could have used is less in the beginning. Well, less in the middle. Because the beginning actually is a cool setup. It sets everything up nicely.
Yeah.
The middle drags. And the end is just, like, over too quick.
Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe one thing we would need more of is, like, more time with the monster to know how he gets from like you know, said in the previous movies where he's like pretty smart on his own,
yeah,
to wanting to have his brain cut out and switched with something else. Like,
right.
Why would he want that? Like, you know, he's aware of himself. He knows like who he is. Like, you know, I don't think he would. You know, why would he come to that decision? Like, yeah,
because well, like even in the other movies, like eventually he wanted to die. Like he didn't want to just like be a different thing. He was like I'm an abomination. I shouldn't. You know, we belong dead.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So what happened between that and this? Like he loses his self-awareness. He loses his ability to emote.
Yeah.
Like, is that the sulfur pits? I don't know. Like, we don't get that. Like, nothing is really explained. That's why I think if they cut out, like, it's tedious, boring bullshit in the center of this movie. They cut out, 10, 15 minutes of that. Give me more time. Like you were saying, give me more time with the monster to figure out why he's like this now.
Yeah.
And why he would want a brain transplant.
I think even like the movie is mistitled because there is an actual Ghost of Frankenstein in the movie, and it's such a very minor like role that it plays. Yeah. It just like convinces his son like, oh, maybe I should follow in this dude's footsteps and like follow up on this research.
Yeah,
and like that's it. It's never like
give me more of the ghost.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
You name the fucking movie after him. Like, let's get some of the ghost.
Yeah, don't be afraid to be spooky. Like, it's a fucking horror movie.
Yeah.
But they just, I don't know. It's just a weird decision on top of weird decision.
Yeah, more of like maybe the ghost plaguing like Ludwig, like kind of like forcing him to go in that direction. Like,
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, like make it fucking terrorize him.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be great. And he's got to deal with the fucking ghost. So he'll have to theoretically deal with two ghosts, and that's the actual ghost of his father, and then the ghost of his father's actions.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, his family's reputation. Like,
yeah.
Huh. God damn it, that's a fucking interesting movie.
That's your fucking ghost.
Yeah. Shit.
Like, there is so much cool shit that they could have done with this movie. They just didn't.
Yeah.
It's almost like they took the easy way out with everything. But they
I mean, this is at the point where they're probably just trying to crank these fucking things out as fast as they can, just because everybody's really into them at the time.
Oh yeah, Because this came out like
1942.
It was like they started filming this like a week after they filmed fucking Wolfman.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, you have like a lot of the same people. Like,
yeah. I don't know. It's just like it feels like a cop out. Like they were like, we have a cool premise here. We're just gonna like do the bare minimum to fulfill the needs of this script, and not think about anything else.
I'm looking forward to the next installment in these. Like we've been going through these pretty slowly. Like this is number 4 in like 3 years that we've been doing the show. But I'm hyped to watch Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman next, like in the series.
I did appreciate these movies like when I was younger. Not like sit down and watch them all the time.
Just there's a cool monster on screen that I like seeing. Like but now I can actually appreciate the movie.
Yeah. I think that comes with like quote unquote maturity.
Yeah. I don't know where that came from.
But like I have patience for
slow burn and story building
and just like an old ass movie now. Like I grew up watching like 60s movies and black and white stuff, but like to watch it on my own was kind of a different thing. But the fact that I can go back now and be like really appreciative of like technically what they're doing. It's not just like people standing in front of a camera and whatever. It's like I know that they have to design their sets in a certain way. I know they have to light everything in a certain way, just like for the sake of a black and white movie.
Yeah.
And then for the sake of a horror movie on top of it. So there's like twice the amount of work that needs to be done. I can just like look and like critically appreciate it more than just for the sake of a monster.
Yeah. All right, I think we could throw some ratings on this.
All right. I'll go first.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Oh, boy. It's, 6.5.
That's exactly where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm in that same boat. I mean, it's like I say, it's clearly, the weakest of the 4, initial films so far.
Yeah.
But not a bad movie. Like, I would watch this again for sure.
Yeah. It's not going to be my first pick.
No.
No. I wouldn't begrudgingly watch this if I was like, I'm going to watch, like, the series over again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get to this and be like, ugh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dope.
I dug it.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Ready for some trivia?
Let's move on to the trivia.
Not to bother you with trivia.
Okay. During breaks in filming, Lon Chaney Jr. would groom the children. Would often treat the children on the cast to ice cream. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, boy. Come on back to Lon's trailer, kids. We're going to have some ice cream, and just don't bring your parents.
Yeah,
come
see Big Lonnie.
Oh, boy.
That's problematic.
Oh, yeah. Lon.
No, it's fine. He was being a nice older man and buying ice cream for the kids.
Yeah. Sure.
I love the wild shit we do on the show.
The irresponsible.
Hey, did you guys know that Lon Chaney Jr. was a fucking pedophile?
I didn't say that. That was all Nick, yeah.
I said PDF file.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
You don't have to prove it.
I don't have to prove anything. If American politics have taught me anything, I can just say something without any evidence. No facts, no evidence. I just said it. That means it's real. Fuck all of you.
This is not political in any way. I mean, it is a political meme. This is just an appreciator of comedy fucking shout out. Whoever made the clip of the We Put the Spring in Springfield musical number from The Simpsons and intercut Trump saying they're eating the pets in Springfield.
Yep.
Fucking, I've watched that like 1,000 times, and it's hilarious every time. Oh, they're eating the pets in Springfield.
Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Okay. It was reported that the rubber headpiece used for the Frankenstein monster makeup was very uncomfortable for Lon Chaney Jr. to wear. It sat directly on his forehead, and he constantly complained.
It didn't look good, I will say.
It doesn't look great. There are a bunch of, like, Lon Chaney Jr. hated wearing this makeup facts.
Yeah, oh, he looks like he...
I didn't pick all of them, but it sounded like he was a whiny bitch about wearing makeup. So he constantly complained. Once he asked for it to be removed. Angry and frustrated when no one listened, he ripped it off himself, tearing open a bloody gash in his forehead. Production of the film was shut down for a couple of days. In addition to the woes Lon Chaney Jr. experienced from wearing Jack P. Pierce's makeup and prosthetic devices, which Jack P. Pierce did the first 3 fucking movies too, so like,
yeah,
you know, he's not fucking the makeup up.
It could be on Lon.
He's just a bitch.
Yeah.
So in addition to the woes Lon Chaney Jr. experienced from wearing Jack P. Pierce's makeup and prosthetic effects, the makeup he had to wear in order to portray the monster emerging from the dried sulfur was particularly difficult for Chaney.
Just stand there with the fucking powdered sugar on and smile, Lon.
No, this one actually kind of sucks. In order to get the right look for the monster trapped in the sulfur pit, Pierce essentially covered Chaney with cement and only provided a hole for him to breathe out of by placing a straw in his mouth.
Oh.
The makeup process lasted from around 6 a.m. until noon, at which point the cast and crew all went to lunch, leaving Chaney alone on set while the cement-based makeup dried.
We're going to have somebody passing through.
Oh.
Just ignore them.
I don't know if you've ever had cement get on you and then dry. It fucking hurts.
You have to, rip it off your skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's open.
What's up?
Let me get the flashback to the previous movies.
Oh, yeah, with Fritz. Yeah, come on. Look at that fucking makeup.
It does not look good at all. His face it just looks so much different than Boris Karloff.
Yeah. And Karloff, he had it up his arms and his hands were really fucking nasty looking.
He even took out his dental work so he could cave in the side of his face.
Yeah. God, it looks so fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah, and just and Lon Chaney just looks like he's having a shit time.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks like he's got glaucoma.
Pervo Frankenstein. Peeping in windows.
Shit. Let's see here. Lon Chaney Jr. was known for his hard drinking ways. My man. During production of this film, Chaney became inebriated while in full costume and got lost in the intricate mazes that were part of the laboratory sets.
Wait a minute.
Drunk Frankenstein?
Yeah! So it was totally possible that, some poor, production assistant was just wandering around backstage, you gotta go find Lon. He's somewhere, lost behind the sets. He's back there.
Hammered drunk.
He's, Frankenstein's wandering around, throwing liquor bottles and shit,
Oh my god. Can you imagine on the set, Lon Chaney Jr. just chugging liquor and fucking Bella's over in the fucking corner getting needled?
They just got a crash pad building behind some fucking some scenery.
What kind of fucking opium den is this fucking movie set?
You get fucking drunk Frankenstein wandering around. That's amazing.
It gets fucking better here. It took several minutes for him to find his way free. And a similar incident occurred many years later when Chaney played Frankenstein monster on an episode of Tales of Tomorrow. Once again, Chaney became intoxicated and mistakenly believed that the show's live telecast was the final dress rehearsal. For much of the performance, Chaney stumbled about, picking up breakaway props he was supposed to destroy and then setting them back down. Frankenstein no really feel like destruction. Frankenstein need throw up.
Frankenstein need 5 minutes.
Little spinny. You have water for Frankenstein.
Frankenstein think you're good shit.
Frankenstein love you.
Oh, I just want to, some poor kid encountering drunk Frankenstein.
Oh my God.
Motherfucker.
What do you think is... I'm going to go ahead and say gin, but like... What do you think Frankenstein's liquor of choice is?
Whiskey. 100% whiskey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, man. Gin just feels right.
It's too proper. Like, I don't think Frankenstein would be down with gin.
But, historically, gin was like the gut-rot bullshit liquor of the day. Of the Victorian era.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not like a pirate, so rum is out.
No, definitely not rum.
Oh, man.
Just all the beer.
Like Andre the Giant. He's just fucking drinking like a 30 fucking rack just to catch a slight buzz.
Yeah. You know, just to pee a little.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And it's been like 1,000 years, but man, I miss Andre the Giant. I especially love hearing all the stories about how he had to like shit in the bathroom.
In Japan, yeah. The toilets couldn't hold him.
Can you imagine? You know he didn't waffle stomp that sumbitch down to the
He had people to do that for him, please. He could afford it.
Well, he had a sense of humor, so I bet he just fucking left it. So gross.
Look,
Can you imagine?
I told
Andre
the story.
the Giant, fucking giant beer shits. He probably filled the fucking tub.
He's probably eating bread and cheese all night because he's French, so like it's all bound up and fucking
so much fucking wine.
Yeah.
It's just black coffee and wine and beer. Fucking diarrhea is imminent.
As someone who destroyed the toilet at the Days Inn in Poughkeepsie recently, let me just say, the thought of walking out of that hotel and not looking back was just, like, totally crossed my mind.
Like a fucking action movie explosion.
Yep, just don't look back at the explosion. Just walk away.
What's his maintenance fee? His fucking credit card.
Animal Wrangler.
Oh, shit.
You have not, like, there is no, it is a special kind of internal death to have to walk up to a front desk at a hotel and go,
At like midnight.
No, this was in the morning after.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, this was like, 'cause the night before. I was like, well, that's morning Chris's problem. Fucking, yeah. And just be like, do you have a plunger I could use?
Do you have a poop knife?
Yeah. I require the hotel poop knife, please.
Oh my god, I love that.
Send it up with a plate of soft-boiled eggs.
Why do you think he needs the poop knife?
We're getting 2 uses out of that knife today.
Gross. Yucky caca.
Oh, man.
Holy shit.
Why do I know I'm going to get stuck with that hotel room the next time we go back?
I don't know. Okay. Let's get back to trivia. Lon Chaney Jr. finished The Wolfman November 27th, 1941, and then started this on December 15th, finishing in early January, and the release took place April 3rd. So this was like, get it fucking done.
No shit. Yeah, we got to crank this out. Let's go.
Oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm just still...
Poop Knife Frankenstein
yeah.
and Drunk Frankenstein.
I'm on Drunk Frankenstein, filling a fucking bathtub.
Frankenstein meat plunger.
I am going to convince somebody to call this show as Drunk Frankenstein, and it will be a recurring bit. Oh my God, I want it so bad. Drunk Frankenstein call in the radio show.
We have to establish like a call-in number also.
Yeah.
Like there's a way to do that, I think, like on Google
Like
or
a
something.
Google Voice number.
Yeah. We should do that. And yeah.
Just for voicemails? Yeah.
It's gonna be us calling the
Yeah,
voicemail.
probably.
Yeah, like while we're drunk, like it's in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I think we have a volunteer for Drunk Frankenstein.
Yes.
Hey, Boots.
All right. No fake hammer, though. You got to be like fucking balls out. Like professional grade drunk.
Yeah, like fucking. Oh, I can't even come up with a good analogy.
What?
I'm trying to think of. I was going for a joke, and like I did one of those things where I was just going to go for the joke without thinking of the punchline.
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't come up with a drunk celebrity.
Yeah.
Like, by the
Like
time
Mel Gibson drunk.
Yeah, there we go. Like Colonel Sanders drunk.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. Oh.
Holy shit. This film featured the smallest budget for Universal Pictures' Frankenstein film up to that point. Budgets would continue to be slashed in future films, and this would prove to be the final Frankenstein film shot for Universal's A-unit production crews. So these must have been like losing money after a certain point.
Yeah. This is what, like 13 years after the initial Frankenstein? That was what, 1929?
Probably, but they never stopped cranking out these Universal horror movies. So like,
Well, I
people
think
probably just got fucking tired of them.
Well, they realized like if they just put a monster in the movie, it's going to make X amount of money. So if we make it
Yeah.
for less than that amount of money,
Yeah.
it'll make a return.
Yeah. And this is the final piece of trivia. The first draft of the script, written by Eric Taylor, was considered too depressing. The original Taylor treatment brought Wolf von Frankenstein back to play, as well as Igor and a misshapen hunchback Theodore. Igor's plan was to create a vengeful mob of society's rejects, a la Freaks from 1932,
All right.
led by himself, with the monster as brute force. A rewrite was ordered and given to veteran writer Scott Darling, who retained the fundamental scenario but made significant changes.
I would have liked to have seen that.
That sounds like a better movie.
Yeah.
That sounds like a way better movie. David Hasselhoff eating McDonald's drunk? Yes! Yes, I forgot about that. Oh,
Can you remember his name? I had to look it up.
the Hoff? You forgot about the fucking Hoff?
I'm inebriated.
Fair.
So you're a fan of that thing, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That's it. I'm done.
All right. Let's move on to the better known as. All right, we are going to start off, as we always do, with the director of the movie. In this case, that is Earl C. Kenton. Lived all the way up to 1980. How about
God
that?
damn.
Aside from this, he is no stranger to the Universal monsters. He was directing up until the 60s, it looks like late 50s, 26 episodes of The Texan. Aside from that, he directed House of Dracula in 1945, House of Frankenstein 1944, which is the movie after Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, this was 1942, The Ghost of Frankenstein. That might be it for the monsters. Yeah. The Public Menace, 1935, isn't it like a classic gangster movie?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say sure.
Yeah.
Island of Lost Souls, 1932.
Yeah, I don't know too much 1930s and 20s cinema.
Yeah, that's it's not King Kong. I really don't know much about it. Like, we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on because none of these are. I think he goes back all the way to like 1919. Yeah, his first directing
Jesus
gig.
Christ.
Let's see. Up next is Cedric Hardwicke, who played Ludwig Frankenstein. Dude's been in some shit.
Holy fuck, yeah.
Yeah. He was in an episode of The Outer Limits in the 60s, an episode of The Twilight Zone, The Red Skelton Hour, Ed Sullivan Show, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, Around the World in 80 Days he was in.
Mm-hmm.
He's in The Ten Commandments in 1956. I am not a religious person, but that is a very good movie.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
I remember watching it on Easter.
Yeah, I used to watch it on Easter on ABC. I just don't have like 5 hours to kill anymore.
I mean, I do. I just don't want to dedicate it to that movie.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'll watch Lord of the Rings.
He was in the 1953 version of The War of the Worlds. Let's see. The Green Glove. That sounds...
Sounds like a porno.
Yep. To quote Spinal Tap, smell the glove.
Shit sandwich. Uh-oh.
He was in The Picture of Dorian Gray in 1945. Anything else worth mentioning?
Oh, The Ghost of Frankenstein.
He was in that. Holy shit.
Wow.
Yeah. He's in The Invisible Man Returns, 1940. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, 1939. King Solomon's Mines, 1937. Les Miserables, 1935. The Ghoul, 1933. All right, up next we have Lon Chaney Jr., who we have discussed before. He is, of course, the Wolfman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's probably most well-known as that. He played that role.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, several times. He plays it again in the next movie, Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. He plays it in Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. We have to do that movie, too.
Abbott and Costello?
Yeah, yeah.
Who played Frankenstein in Frankenstein Meets Wolfman?
Good question. It is
That's a sick fucking poster.
Bela Lugosi, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's like the worst Frankenstein makeup.
You think it takes talent to play Frankenstein?
It's all makeup and grunting.
Ah! I'm proud of us. We made it 44 minutes into the movie before we did an Ed Wood quote.
Throw me that whiskey!
That's growth right there is what that is.
Oh, shit.
All right, Bella, you just get in there and wrestle around with him. Oh, God, I love that movie.
Bela, you'll stand here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we know who Lon Chaney Jr. is.
Off.
Karloff does not deserve to smell my shit! Fuck you! we say this. We haven't said it in a while. Go watch Ed Wood. It is
for real.
delightful.
Fucking
Like,
watch Ed Wood.
yeah.
If nothing else for a fucking strung out Bela Lugosi
Oh,
on
man.
roller skates.
Oh, all right. Here we go. Up next, we have Ralph Bellamy.
Is he related to Bill?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh,
Yeah, you know they look a lot alike.
exactly the same.
Yeah. He has been in some stuff, including a very notable 80s movie.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Two very notable 80s movies. He was in Pretty Woman in 1990. Aside from... he's in a shitload of notable 80s movies. He's in Coming to America as his character from Trading Places,
Yeah.
Randolph Duke. So that's 3 large 80s movies that he is in. Shows up in L.A. Law. Shows up in 2 episodes of Matlock.
God damn.
So we have some old people solving murders already here. Shows up in the 80s version of The Twilight Zone. He is in 2 episodes of The Fuck Boat. Fucking on the high seas, folks. Again, Trading Places. That was 1983. Shows up in an episode of Little House on the Prairie in 1983. Fantasy Island. 2 episodes of that in the early 80s. He's in the original... sorry. I was going to say he's in the original Walking Tall TV series.
Yeah.
It is not the original movie.
That original movie is so good.
Yeah.
It's fucking brutal, too.
Beating up a dude with a 2x4. Just dudes.
Dudes,
Yeah. He was in an episode of the Bob Newhart Show. He is in the George Burns movie Oh God in 1977. I remember watching those when I was a kid. One of those things was just thrown on. It's G-rated. Put it on. He'll watch it.
Oh, God?
Yeah.
I never really got into the George Burns thing.
Yeah, I like I said, I'm sure I've said, grown up on a steady diet of old comedians and
Yeah.
yeah. Where else?
McNaughton's daughter.
Sure.
The Log of the Black Pearl.
Cancel My Reservation, 1972. I'm going to go ahead and say that's not about a restaurant.
Excuse me, what?
Oh, no, it is. Okay. It's
What did
about...
you think it was?
I thought it was going to be a really racist Western.
Holy shit!
That's where I was going about it. That's where I was going with it. I mean, sorry.
Whew.
Yeah. Hey, look, call me a cynic. But track record would dictate that.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we're back in the 30s.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Which is not something you want to hear a time traveler say to you.
I don't know. The 30s weren't so bad. Depends on your occupation.
And nationality.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
What's my nationality, Christopher?
Oh, sorry. You were on the yeah, you had it okay back then.
I would have had it fine.
Anyway, he was in Rosemary's Baby, 1968.
Roseberry?
Rosemary's Baby, yep.
Hey, Roseberry.
He was in an episode of Gunsmoke. Again, if you're an actor during that time period, you just got assigned a role in
Oh,
Gunsmoke.
fuck yeah.
Same
with Rawhide.
Rawhide, yeah, 2 episodes of Rawhide.
Clint Eastwood.
Let's see. We're searching here, folks.
Yeah,
we're
no,
moving. Yeah.
We're done here.
A lot of shows named for products.
Yeah.
Schlitz Playhouse being one
fuck
of them. 6 Schlitzes.
6 Schlitzes, please. Schlitz beer? Not that good.
Yeah.
No. I tried it because, it's like I'm a garbage beer connoisseur. It's not that good.
Yeah.
No.
He, of course, is Eric Ernst in this movie. He was also Colonel Montford in The Wolfman, which means we talked about him already. Fuck.
Yeah. Shit.
Moving on.
Shit.
Up next, Lionel Atwill, who I know we have also talked about before. because he is in Son of Frankenstein. He's also in House of Dracula, 1945, House of Frankenstein. I'm kind of excited to get to those movies. They just sound awesome.
The House ofs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in one of the Captain America early movies from the 1940s, 1944. He is in Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, Night Monster.
Ooh.
That could be a porno.
It is.
Yeah. The Ghost of Frankenstein, of course. Charlie Chan's Murder Cruise. Charlie Chan in Panama. Mr. Moto Takes a Vacation.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but I'm the weirdo for thinking Cancel My Reservation was going to be racist.
Be a little too on the fucking nose, I think.
Yeah.
That's not the Red Menace they were worried about.
He's in the 1939 version of The Hound of the Baskervilles. Oh, Lord. He's in The Son of Frankenstein. He is the guy with the arm. Inspector Crow.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. Which he deserved the Oscar just... Yeah.
How do you do that with your hands?
You have to be Hungarian.
And double jointed.
I mean, the man's Dracula. He is the Dracula. And, of course, Plan 9 from Outer Space, Bride of the Monster, Glen or Glenda, the Ed Wood movies that he was in.
Yeah.
We're going to move on from there. Up next, Evelyn Ankers, who we have also talked about before.
Really?
Yeah, because she is
she was
in The Wolfman. Yeah, she played Gwen in that.
She was the one that got, peeping Tommed.
A lot of peeping Toms in these movies.
Yeah.
Frankenstein pulls it off in this one.
Yep.
Let's see. She is also she's Elsa Frankenstein in this movie. Aside from that, I'm sure there was something I saved her for. She was in Black Beauty in 1946. Horse movie. Horse movie. She's in The Invisible Man's Revenge in 1944.
Horse movie.
She is in Son of Dracula in 1943. Sherlock Holmes and the Voice of Terror in 1942. We mentioned The Wolfman. We're going to move on because we've talked about her already.
Yeah.
You going to make it? You with us?
I'm good.
All right. Almost there. Doris Lloyd up next. She is in also a ton of stuff. Alfred Hitchcock Hour. She was in Mary Poppins in 1964. Thriller. Not the 1980s Michael Jackson multimedia experience. A TV series from
Directed
the
by
60s.
John Multiple Murderer Landis.
Him, yes. And surprisingly, nobody died on that one.
Yeah.
She was in the original Maverick TV series for an episode. Alfred Hitchcock Presents for an episode. She is in the 1960 version of The Time Machine. A little dry. Sorry. Ooh. All right. We're back. Anything else worth mentioning?
Probably not.
Probably not. You know what? Prisoner of Zenda, 1952.
No, Son of Dr.
Son of Dr. Jekyll.
Jekyll.
Dr. Jekyll, Alice in Wonderland, 1951. Secret Life of Walter Mitty, 1947.
I just forget that it's that old.
Yeah.
Have you seen that version?
The original one, I have not. No,
Me neither.
I've seen the Ben Stiller one. I actually did like that movie.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. I've talked about this before. I watched that on a plane, and the scene where he's in the bar, just deciding I can either give up, or I can just get up and get on that fucking helicopter and do something I would never do.
Yeah.
And he just decides to get up and run for the helicopter. I thought that was an amazing fucking scene. Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, 1943.
Jesus Christ, was everybody in this movie?
Pretty much
in that movie?
And the Wolfman also, because she was in that. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, 1941. We are gonna move on.
You know what I'm really glad was the decision made for this movie was to not have
Una O'Reilly, I think her
Yeah.
name was. Yeah. Una O'Connor, that was her name.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Minnie from Bride of Frankenstein and the Invisible Man.
Yeah. The fucking worst.
Up next, Lionel Belmore. He has been in several of these Frankenstein films. I think he's in all 4 of the original ones here. He, of course, is in The Ghost of Frankenstein, Son of Monte Cristo, 1940. Hunchback of Notre Dame, 1939. He is in The Son of Frankenstein in 1939. The Adventures of Robin Hood, 1938. Prince and the Pauper, 1937. Three Musketeers, 1935. David Copperfield, 1935. Cleopatra, 1934. Count of Monte Cristo, 1934. So I don't think he's in The Bride of Frankenstein, but he is in the original Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the burgomaster in the original
Say you
Frankenstein.
would past it because it was what 33.
31. Oh no, Bride was 33. Yeah. So this is 11 years after the original Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I said it was like 13. Yeah,
I mean, that's pretty fucking close.
Yeah. We're gonna move on from there. Yeah. Last up, we have William Smith. Not that William Smith.
Who's the other William Smith?
And people might be familiar with him. I don't know. He had a little moment, I guess, on the Oscars last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We saved him for a specific reason, but in our the course of doing our research here, found out he's in a ton of shit. Mind you, this
like awesome shit.
Yeah, this movie was in 1942, so he was 9 years old at the time. But in that time, he was in a movie in 2020 called Irresistible. Aside from that, we'll get to the known stuff. It's here somewhere.
Yeah,
it's not Rock and Roll Cops 2,
Down a ways.
which was in 2003. He was in an episode of the Justice League, two episodes of the Justice League cartoon. Just solid
Hold on.
Saturday morning cartoon.
You are not going to skip the erotic rights of Countess Dracula.
Yeah.
Chat.
I honestly, it didn't even register. Holy shit. In 2001, not only was he in the erotic rights of Countess Dracula, he was fucking Dracula.
Yeah, Count Dicula.
Yeah. Debbie Does Damnation.
Whoa.
1999. He's in an episode of Nash Bridges this same year. Good God, he's also in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
He's in an episode of Walker, Texas Ranger. He's in a Ramones video in 1994 for
Due
The
South.
Substitute. Yeah. Isn't that the show with a Mountie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Is it really?
No.
He has a pet wolf, which is just like a husky. Still,
He's in American Me with Edward James Olmos in 1992. The Young Riders TV series, 1991.
Cybernator.
Excuse me.
We fucking promise he's in awesome stuff.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Hold on.
We'll get there. He's in 3 episodes of Hunter. Jesus Christ, this dude was in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, he was in Maniac Cop. That was 1988.
Hey.
Did we do that on this show or Defenestration Hour?
That was
Defenestration Hour, yeah.
Which I thought was a weird choice, but
It kind of not really.
suits.
It fits with the themes of the movies. It was on like at the same time as those.
Yeah. Who was that? That was Robert Zadar was the bad guy?
Robert Zadar, yeah.
Yeah. Fucking jaw for days.
He's in an episode of Airwolf, but in 1986, he is in an episode of Murder, She Wrote! There it is. I did not think we were going to get there this week. It's been a few weeks. But it's good to have her back here, old Jessica Fletcher. aside from that, he was in an episode of the '80s Twilight Zone. Donner's about to start howling with the
siren out there.
Yeah.
Hey, don't do it. Don't do it. You're better than that. Don't let them win. That's pathetic.
Let's see. Oh yeah, we mentioned.
Stuff, so.
All right, Airwolf, the A-Team, Simon and Simon. You were gonna say? Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like Pantera Revolution is my name. Was he in the video?
Hmm? Yeah.
Oh,
Credited.
I missed that.
I wasn't gonna let the viewers miss it.
Yeah.
He's in an episode of T.J. Hooker.
I do love me some Pantera.
He's in Red Dawn in 1984.
Wolverines.
An episode of Scarecrow and Mrs. King. An episode of Riptide. Ooh, he's in The Jerk. Two.
No, thank you.
That was a TV movie. Ooh, gross.
Why does it just keep getting worse and worse?
He's in an episode of Knight Rider in 1983, and 3 episodes of Chips.
He's in Rumblefish.
Oh yeah, he's in Rumblefish. Holy shit, 1983 with Mickey Rourke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
Outsiders.
Yes. Oh shit, and The Outsiders. The fuck did I miss that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That Knight Rider.
Let's look at the Chips and the Fall Guy. But in 1982, he was fucking Conan's father in Conan the Barbarian.
He was what?
He was fucking Conan's father.
Really like giving it to him?
Yeah, no, he was Conan's father in Conan the Barbarian. Conan, what is good in life?
No.
Yeah. God, I love that movie.
Secret of Steel.
Yeah. Riddle of Steel.
Riddle of Steel.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Rest in peace, Thulsa Doom.
Oh, it's been a long time since I listened to the Conan soundtrack.
I don't know that I've ever just listened to the Conan soundtrack.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, should I?
It is like, I am surprised we have not had it on while playing D&D. Like, it fits perfectly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put it on for work tomorrow.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah.
I highly recommend the Conan soundtrack.
All right.
And you'll eventually get to the dun 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 dun. The best fucking part.
Yeah.
Get all pumped up and shit.
Yeah. I'm fucking punch somebody in the mouth.
Ah!
Somebody find me a camel.
But yeah, this dude's in a slew of 80s shows, aside from the stuff we've mentioned.
Yeah.
Magical World of Disney, Dukes of Hazzard, Fantasy Island. He is in BJ and the Bear for 2 episodes. He's in a monkey TV show. But he's also in Any Which Way You Can, which is a monkey movie.
Goddamn right it is.
Yeah.
That again?
I dare you. I dare you.
I've done it before on this show.
Yeah, Nick said it before. I'm not going to fucking say it. He's in Hawaii Five-0.
That's why they
Buck
think our show
Rogers.
is racist.
Yeah.
But it's the name.
Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. Trapper John M.D. He's in the Frisco Kid in 1979.
Logan's Run.
Yeah, episode of Logan's Run, yeah.
TV show. Like, I didn't like that movie.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck would you make a TV show out of it?
Let's see. Gunsmoke, 2 episodes.
Heyo.
He was not in a movie in 1974 for sure.
Boss!
The sheriff is a near? Yes.
He's in an episode of Kung Fu in 1973.
The caucasity.
3 episodes of the original Mission Impossible. Columbo. Anything else? worth
Grave of the
mentioning?
Vampire.
That does sound pretty cool.
It does.
3 episodes of the Mod Squad. That might be it.
Yeah.
That...
That's enough. I'm the Virginian.
He was
Oh,
in an episode
shit.
of Batman, the TV series, 1968. Excuse me.
Dope.
Combat! 2 episodes of that in 1963 and
It's got an
64.
exclamation point. Like, you can't
You have to pronounce it that way. It's, grammatically correct. High School Confidential! Same thing, see?
just doesn't have that same oomph.
Yeah.
If you don't say it like that, it might as well be a different show.
Exactly, yeah. And I'm not going to... Somebody worked hard coming up with that title. I'm not going to fuck that person over.
Yeah.
I'm going to shit on their work.
Proper credit.
He put that sorry. They put that there.
You know it was a man.
It was the
fucking
society,
40s.
Yeah. It's the 40s.
Whatever.
That's all I got. Let's move on to the crapshoot. It's a fucking long-ass week.
Yeah?
Yeah, we did a lot of shit this week.
Yeah.
Last Tuesday night was like a semi-network night out. We went and saw Gogol Bordello. It was myself with Bridget and Dr. Brooks.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking hell of a show.
It, but then I realized, like, that's a Tuesday.
I had to find the free fucking ticket.
I know. It was
should have went. You should have went.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Was that good?
Yeah. One dude, fucking, of course, middle-aged fucking white guy.
Hey!
Yeah, you'll see where I'm going with this. Fucking.
I am where you're going with
Yeah, exactly. You'll see. I am all for having a good time at a show. I know, like, sometimes it's going to get a little rough down in the fucking front. I am no stranger, like, to that. Like, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
At a Gogol Bordello show's
Was he
not...
mosh?
Yeah.
You do not mosh to Gogol Bordello.
Yeah, this dude was
Dance.
fucking... And, like, the whole night, I am just fucking taking it in the back. Like, I am, like, because I am the largest person in our group, so, like, it's on me to fucking make sure everybody else is fine. Like,
Yeah.
so, yeah, I'm just, like, fucking protecting our people while also just getting assaulted from fucking behind by this one dude in particular. And I am no fucking stranger to this situation.
Yeah.
I've been in my fucking share of these, so I was making sure so this motherfucker was getting fed elbows all night long. Anytime he came into me, bam, like another one.
Nice.
He fucking got by me
were
once.
There other people moshing, or was it just him trying to do it on his own?
I mean, there were people like jumping around. It's a Gogol Bordello show, but he was like full on, like arms swinging, just like running around, just trying to start something.
That guy gets punched in the face.
Oh fuck yeah. He got by me once, and he collided with a bunch of the girls. Me and the dude next to me just grabbed this dude and threw him. Like,
good.
Yeah, like, a lot of people gave us like, yeah, thank you. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, fuck that guy. And then like 10 minutes later, he tries to come crowd surfing by.
Yeah.
Like, nope. I fucking chucked him backwards. Yeah.
Back from whence you came.
Yeah.
Bitch.
He's like, nah, you're not fucking doing it, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that guy pissed me off.
Etiquette. There's concert etiquette. Have a good time. Get rowdy if you want to.
Yeah.
But you have to know where to get rowdy.
Yeah. So no, fucking. That guy! Like I said, I fed him a steady diet of elbows throughout the night. Yeah.
I actually watched a fair amount of shit just yesterday. Actually.
No shit.
Yeah. It started with season 2, episode 1 of Tulsa King.
Yes, I watched it yesterday. I almost forgot about it. Fuck. Yeah! I'm
Back,
so glad
baby.
that show is back. Yeah.
This episode was not. I mean, it's episode 1, so like you gotta. It's gonna be one of two things. It's gonna start with a bang. Or It's gonna like creep you in. This one creeps you in.
Yeah, I thought we were like, I think this is gonna like not be as good. Spoiler, all right? When he's in jail and he knocks out the big giant dude, like, yeah, this is why I watch this show. Like, this is a man in his mid-70s.
Yeah.
Knocking out this giant biker in one punch.
How much of a fucking gargoyle does he look like these days?
He's had so much plastic surgery. It's got to be facelifts. That his eyebrows are like straight arches. Like, yeah.
His forehead is only this big these days.
Everything's
It's
just
like
pulled
this
back.
fucking wide, but this tall. And I turned on a fucking Rocky movie the other day, and I was like, no, he used to have a normal sized forehead.
No, it's facelifts. Yeah.
It's like everything is like pulled back, and the hair is pushed.
And he's
down.
got like these big puffy like
The jowls.
mandibles. Yeah. Jowls. That's what they are. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is happening? But yeah, that was entertaining as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm the scene where it's the dudes buying suits set to sharp dressed men.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
a fucking 12-year-old wrote this, and I love it.
Yep. Fuck.
It's
just so dumb.
It's gonna be like Sunday morning before like everybody wakes up and it's still quiet. Like,
Yeah.
that's gonna be my thing. I'm gonna put on Tulsa King. Like, yeah.
What else did I watch? Oh, I watched. The National Geographic fucking slasher movie.
In a Violent Nature.
In a Violent Nature.
What'd you think?
I didn't hate it. Overall, I did not hate that movie. I thought some of the kills were like they're just trying to be extreme, but it's not really.
Look, the
extreme.
big one that everybody was talking about, the hook, like
where he pulls his fucking head through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I thought the one that everybody was talking about was the one where he's just like slashing at the dude with the axe for like 5 minutes.
No, it was where he pulls the girl's head through her own chest. Like, yeah.
Neither one of those was like, oh! But whatever. Like
it was just over the top. It wasn't.
Besides the point.
Yeah.
But like, I actually didn't mind watching him walk and try to get to the next thing.
Yeah.
It was a little overdone.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a cool way to like build tension and like have menace in your movie.
Yeah.
But I agree with you completely that entire fucking end car ride was just brutal.
What was that about?
It's almost sounded like she was like telling a story about that bear attack, but it was probably him. Like he just keeps coming back.
Yeah, but it's
so
like,
it lays that groundwork. But like, I don't need that.
Yeah,
it's
obvious. Just these two people talking. Like,
back.
There's this tension. And I guess like we're supposed to, I guess the point of that is like she's always going to have this tension. I guess like looking over her shoulder for this dude, but like, I don't need a 10-minute scene.
It went on for so fucking long.
It just kept going on and on.
But that's just how the movie ends.
Yeah,
like there's no payoff or anything. Like you don't. If you had that scene and then like something crazy happens at the end, okay, I can see that being.
That's where I thought it was going. Like,
you're gonna get this like Pamela Voorhees kind of fucking moment. Okay, cool, but we don't get anything.
Nope, just two people in a car talking. Yeah.
You could have just like not done this. She could have just got in the truck and watched it drive away like they did in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
End it that way, where you see the trauma on her face. That saved me the 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought there was just way too much hype for that movie. Like,
oh, there was, definitely too much hype. But like, I mean, if I had to throw a rating on it, it's probably like a 6.
See, I want to watch it again, like just to give it a fair.
Try to watch it without thinking about how popular it was.
Yeah.
I think you might be a little more pleased with it.
Like, I like the setup. I just think, like, I don't know. Some of those things just did not work for me at all.
Another problem for me is like I'm so like this is really gonna sound up my own ass, but I'm like so educated in slasher movies that I can. I'm
like so educated in slasher movies.
Like I'm like, oh, that's from this movie. That's from this movie. The kid's whole fucking backstory is Pumpkinhead.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I was just frustrated by that movie.
Yeah, no, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, but it wasn't as bad as I've heard it is.
Yeah, I was probably a little bit overly judgmental, but I don't know.
Let's see, what else did I watch? Oh, I started watching. Oh shit, I can't even remember the fucking name of the movie. It's on Shudder. It's an Argentinian movie.
Oh, all right.
And it's about like these people will wind up being like possessed, but then there's rules about how you have to deal with them because they'll like just like rot away. So you can't like use electric lights around them, or you can't like if you're gonna get rid of them, you can't use gunpowder or things like that because that like releases their spirit and then they're free to like inhabit other people. So like all this crazy shit goes on, but like I feel like the premise is really awesome and actually a lot of the effects are really good. There's some brutal fucking shit in it.
All right.
But I feel like they're either like the story is either like made up and not really explained overly well, or there's a lot of like cultural folklore that I'm just not aware of.
Yeah.
So it's one of those two things. So you're kind of left in the dark for a while as to like really what the fuck is going on. But once it starts to hit, it fucking hits. I turned it off. I have like a half an hour left of the movie, but I was like really enjoying where it was going. But like there's one scene where like this woman, like I don't really want to spoil it, but like I have to talk about this fucking scene. So this woman is possessed and she's like trying to get her kids that her ex-husband like took the kids because he knew shit was going on and he booked, right?
Yeah.
So she winds up finding one of the kids and like snatches him, jumps off the balcony out of the room that they're staying in, and then there's like a chase scene. They finally catch up to her and you see her like holding the kid, and then you see the front of her and the kid has like no skull cap and she's just like flinging the brains like she's like she's fucking throwing flower seeds, dude. Like
Jesus,
fucking crazy.
Eesh.
Yeah.
What was the name of this again?
Let me look this up.
Is it When Evil Lurks?
Yep, that's the one.
Okay, yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Did I watch anything horror this week? I didn't watch anything horror this week. I do have a horror thing to talk about.
Yeah. Is it a horror thing to talk about or something horrible to talk about?
Both. Not really. Mixed. No, I was gonna say AMC is like, they're not full on Monster Fest yet.
Yeah.
But like once September 1st rolls around, they start like cranking up the creepiness a little bit.
Yeah, they put them in the rotation.
Yeah, so like now we're like maybe 1 or 2 times a day there's a horror movie on. Like earlier today I was watching Misery. What the fuck was on after that? But like we're getting there, and I like that. Mm-hmm. I just like the randomness of like being able to turn on the TV at any time, and there's just like a horror movie that's gonna be on, and it's probably gonna be like a classic one.
Yeah,
like a really really good one.
AMC has always been so good about that.
Yeah. It's not officially Fright Fest yet. That starts in October.
TCM too. Like,
yeah, but they're getting there. They're warming up. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I Saturday we went to Silver Screen Con in Worcester, and like it
didn't sound like you had a great time.
I like what they're doing. I like the idea of a horror convention. Like, there's some cool stuff there. A lot of awesome vendors. Like, we got some cool shit. We bought some artwork from Chris Butler Designs. I haven't framed them yet, but we'll show them off at some point. Mm-hmm. I got an awesome Creature from the Black Lagoon NECA figure. So like tons of awesome vendors. Like we go to a lot of Comic-Con, so we see a lot of vendors.
Yeah.
But there was shit there like I haven't seen in other shows, like just horror specific things that are like, all right, this is cool. Mm-hmm. I want more of this. That being said, they could use a little help.
Yeah.
They could use a little help with organizing. Like, first of all, I knew we were in trouble. Amanda and I walked in and nobody stopped us. We like didn't have passes, I had tickets.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were supposed to
check them.
Nobody checked. Like, we just walked right in, and like we were inside for like a minute or two before like not one of the show volunteers, like one of the actual like arena security guards was like, "Hey, where's your badge?"
Yeah.
And I was like, I have tickets. I just I don't know where we're supposed to get them. So like, all right. So right away, like,
yeah,
somebody's not doing their job.
Yeah.
So
this is only the second year?
Third
year.
So like, even he didn't even know where we were supposed to get the badges. He's like, it's out there. Like,
badges.
Yeah, we don't know stinking badges. So we go out. We finally get the badges. Like, all right, we go back in. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Again, I've been to a dozens upon dozens of shows over the years, and in the 12 or so years I've been doing this shit, like I've been to hundreds of these. So I'm a little jaded, it's hard to impress me.
Yeah.
But like, bro. Like I'm trying not to shit on them because I appreciate what they're doing.
Yeah.
There is a lot of cool stuff there.
Well, that's the thing. If you've got a criticism, critique.
There needs to be some kind of organization. Like I genuinely did not feel safe. It was getting crowded, and like the show floor, like it was bad on the show floor.
Yeah.
To the point where like you couldn't even get into some of the booths to like buy shit. Just because, like, there was just so like people weren't even buying it; they were just crammed in there. Yeah.
That's gotta be against the fire code,
dude. It's gotta be because, like I'm done in 15 minutes. Like we walked everything. Like the area where you go see like the celebrities and stuff.
Yeah.
Just seems like a death trap. Because it's a choke point. They close it all off except the area to get in. But then once you're in, it's just like kind of a hodgepodge of like, stanchions and stuff to like.
Yeah.
For some of the lines, and like some tables don't have them. Some of them are just out there, and like, one line is just like blending into another. There's nobody like organizing the lines.
Yeah, just all ramshackle.
It's just chaos and fun. Like it's just I'm like I don't feel cool here. Like I know. Yeah, so like when we tried to leave, that's when I was like borderline like panic attack. We have a problem. Like we need to fucking leave right now.
Yeah.
Like we're trying to get out, and like we get into the main hallway, and like there is when you walk in, like to the left there's like an area for panels, and then like kind of to the right and like deeper in is like the show floor and like the area for the autographs. And also like there's a lot of people there, a lot of like signing stuff, so like the autograph area needs to be big. I don't think it needs to be as big as it was because it is like probably twice the size of the show floor. Like you could use a little more vendors out there.
Yeah.
And
they had like a stacked guest list, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, there was a ton of people there. Yeah. So yeah, like when we're leaving, we're coming out of the show floor, and I don't know if there's like a panel getting out or something, but I mean there is hundreds of people just coming in.
Yeah.
And like we're just like pressed up against the escalators, like trying to find a way to the front door, and there's just like a wall of people.
Yeah.
And it just got to the point of like, all right, nope, we're leaving now. Fucking get behind me. I'm getting through this fucking crowd immediately. Like,
yeah.
I was like, I don't like feeling trapped like that, and like it's time to fucking go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it was, y'all need a little bit of help, fucking for sure.
They just need a bigger venue.
Yeah, that too. From what I understand, this is the biggest venue they've had. They need to keep going.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It could, like Thor was there. Thor seemed to have a blast. He was having.
He's all about that motherfucking show.
But I don't know. Me being a little jaded, me being like a veteran of all this, like I'm the whole time just like, well, somebody needs to do this. Like somebody needs to be doing this over here.
So you can't like enjoy a show. You have to be like.
I've seen the lines of the Matrix, and like, now that's all I fucking see. Yeah.
That's a bummer.
A little bit. I mean, I still find things to enjoy. Like it's just
the whimsy is gone.
Yeah. The whole like being overwhelmed by stuff. But yeah, it's just like they need somebody doing this. Like somebody should be doing this here. Like, and can we get a fucking freebie table anywhere around here?
Again, no freebie.
No freebie table, man. I just want to put some stickers out. Like
that's it. Big Dumb Monster Con.
Yeah.
All freebie tables.
Yeah. I almost want to like reach out and like, yo, let's do some shit. Like.
You could try. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. It was, I don't know. I suppose if you're a huge like Ice Nine Kills fan, there was like a little bit more there for you. They had like a little area where there was like a bunch of sets from their videos and like props and stuff. Like that was cool. But yeah, more vendors, better organization, and like definitely a better venue because that like and the way I texted you guys, I'm like that place is a fucking death trap.
Yeah.
Like yeah. If anything happens, like it's going to be a crush of people to get out of there. Like it's going to be rough. Oh, and also no fucking backpacks.
What?
Fuck you. This is like, what am I supposed to do? This is a convention. Like, where do I put the shit that I buy? Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shit that I'm bringing in with me, like shit to get signed. Like, oh, who's got a toy?
Is that a vulture?
Yeah,
Awesome.
somebody just wants to play in the middle of the show. Look at that.
Fine. That's what we do.
Yeah,
We play with dogs.
good job, buddy. So yeah, like I don't know, we were there an hour and like none of us felt, Amanda and I were both like, we're good.
Yeah.
We went to this awesome Mexican place up the street and had a couple drinks and some food. And
Perfect.
yeah, exactly. I was home by 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like it was worth the ticket price then? Like for the things that you saw that were there that like were available to you, like the celebrity guests, the variety of things.
Yeah, I mean, factoring it all in, like, yeah.
It is pricey.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, if you want, I mean, like, the price for the ticket gets you in the door, but if you want to take a picture with anybody, you want anything signed, like, that, like, it's going to be at least another ticket price on top of it, if not more, like, several times more in some instances.
Well, yeah, because, like, a picture and a photo or a fucking autograph is, like, what, like a fucking $75 thing now?
That's, like, low end. Is like 75. Like, I wanted to get Danny Trejo, and that was, like, $75.
Yeah.
And he didn't show up, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but some of the other ones are like, in the 200s, like, range.
Like, come on.
Yeah. Fuck
Like,
that.
I understand you got to make it worth your time, but, like, lower the price, make it up on volume. Be cool.
Yeah. Some of the folks from the Terrifier were there. Of course, not the girl's going to be at Saratoga. I was hoping to talk to her, but did not get the chance. But I don't know. I definitely wouldn't go back. It was in the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it did not feel safe at all.
Well, like, what was the size of the venue?
It's a decent size. For comparison, the last time I was in this venue, I saw Green Day and Weezer there.
Jesus.
Yeah. And that was only a couple of years ago. It was like right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just needs to be bigger. It needs to be better organized, better like plotted out. Like a couple of guys from Super Troopers were there. Like I wanted to see them, but like they weren't there when we were there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm fucking leaving. Yeah, I don't know. Could have been. I don't know. I don't want to shit on it, like I said.
Yeah.
But they definitely need some improvements.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It was fine.
I mean, I'm sure we'll have Thor on probably in a couple of weeks. I'm sure he'll give, a much better review of it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Because he was having a ball,
Dripping
man.
with fanboy cum.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I was ready to go in 15 minutes.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did I do anything else this week? I hung some shelves in the laundry room.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I hung up some artwork in here.
Yeah.
Got Elvira over by the door.
Oh, shit.
We got the Mummy over back there.
Sick.
I gotta hang those up this week.
Dope prints. I
It was
remember who
Frank Bonesteel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I got the prints I bought. Ooh, whip those out. Here's the creature from the
Yeah.
Black
Whip
Lagoon.
it out.
Excuse me while I whip this out. Another great Blazing Saddles quote.
Mm-hmm.
This one is my favorite of what I bought there. This awesome Late Night with the Devil print.
Oh, that is sick.
Yeah. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh, my God. Sam, get Des Melcher.
Yeah, get on that, Sam.
Jesus.
And then the other one I got was this one. Amanda got a Midsummer one, but then it's not going to studio.
No.
This Near Dark.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. Sir.
Yeah. So that'll be adorning the walls of the studio very soon. And that was Chris Butler Designs. I got those from. They had a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was tough to pick just two.
I mean, those are two choice cuts.
Yeah. I went to the movies last night. I didn't see a horror movie, but
What the fuck is even playing right now?
I saw The Killers Game with Dave Bautista. There was like a whole shitload of people in this movie. Ben Kingsley. I don't remember. It was fucking pretty fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was very much like Smoking Aces, or kind of like with a little John Wick thrown in.
Yeah.
Dave Bautista is like this. He's like a hitman. He like finds out, that he has like this terminal disease. Like, well, first like he ends up falling in love with this chick, Sophia Botella, who played the Mummy in the remake, the terrible remake. Like he falls in love with her. Like everything's going great, and then he finds out that like he's got this disease that's going to end up killing him. So he ends up putting a hit out on himself with like his like rival like in the in the business. He killed her father in the past, so like he figured she'll be more than willing to do it.
Okay.
Right after he like signs the deal for the contract, like he finds out like the doctor calls him like oh shit, it was a mistake, sorry, like you're fine.
Jesus Christ.
So it's him like fighting off just like teams of assassins for the whole movie, and it's like crazy assassins with all these different personalities. There's like a Korean gang. There's like two Scottish brothers like who go after him. There's like a team of mercenaries that are after it. Like it was fun.
Yeah. Just
big dumb action, like a lot of crazy hitmen with Terry Crews is one of the hitmen who's going after him.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It was just fun, and I recommend checking that out.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's all I got.
Yeah, that's it for me.
I finally finished Evil.
Yeah.
It was really good, and I think I felt a little bit disappointed by the ending.
I heard it's kind of a non-ending.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Yeah. Because they was like, oh, come on, let's bring it back, and we can continue.
Yeah, they're trying to bring it back at some at another venue, but I hope they do, because like there's still stuff to work with there.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's gonna be it. So.
Oh, I will say I did pick up the new Werewolf by Night comic. I have not read it yet, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have to get back to us next week on that.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna drop some socials. Our website is www.bigdumbmonsters.com. You can find us on Facebook, Big Dumb Monsters Pod. We would appreciate it if you guys emailed us suggestions for the show, things we can do to make the show better, beer we should drink, movies we should watch. That's a really important one. Or just, just like a, hey, what's up? I appreciate the show.
Just,
or,
general shout out.
You guys fucking suck. Whatever. Either way. BigDumbMonsters@gmail.com. You can find us on Slasher, the all-horror social network. We are Big Dumb Monsters Podcast. And you can find us occasionally signing into our Steam account as Big Dumb Monsters.
You can find us on Instagram and Threads at big_dumb_monsters. When we stream this show live, you can and should tune in and watch on Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah, you can watch us fumble the beginning of every show.
Exactly, yeah. There's always going to be a glitch. You can, yell at us in the comments, whatever you feel like.
Yeah.
Do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Pretend to be Drunk Frankenstein.
Yes, we need. Yeah, we're currently taking auditions for Drunk Frankenstein. Yes, we do have a Snap Alliance. Are we on invite only? I was looking at that today. I think we might be set to invite only. We have to look at that. Yeah. But yes, you should check us out at Big Dumb Monsters on Twitch and YouTube. Check out the Snap Alliance. You can see the name of it right there in the comments.
Unless that has changed, then we're not, because I wasn't invited. I joined.
Okay. Yeah, neither did I.
Yeah.
I wasn't. All right. Maybe we are. All right. I don't know. If they're really out to get us.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a merch store. You should come check that out. We are at TeePublic. You can go there and just search for the Big Dumb Monster store.
Mm-hmm.
That is that.
Check out the other shows on the network. We have, obviously, our show every Monday
night.
We have...
Returning tomorrow night and every other Tuesday night, we have Regrettable Reviews.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing tomorrow?
1984.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
Then Wednesdays, we have Fighting with Friends.
Fighting with Friends on Wednesdays?
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, yeah.
And then...
Thursdays, not much. The book club is over, so we don't have anything going on.
Over. Yep.
For every other Friday, we have the Defenestration Hour.
Yep. Get your action movie fix on.
Hell yeah.
That's kind of it.
More stuff to come.
That's your regularly scheduled program.
We do have another, well, not another episode. Well, we're getting the comic book, the Brain Trust back together again. We did the show for JC a couple of months ago. Mm-hmm. Possibly a new show going forward. I want to see if we can at least get it done monthly. That would be nice. Nick from Earthworld, Peter, and Chad and myself. Just talking comics and pop culture. Mm-hmm. Yeah, our next recording is going to be Saturday the 28th, I believe. I believe that's correct.
Okay.
That sounds correct.
It's in the neighborhood of correct.
Yeah, it's not this coming Saturday, it's next Saturday. We could also do Drunken Disorderly. That's what we forgot to mention.
Oh, yeah.
We do have Drunken Disorderly when we can get our shit together and actually get the episode out properly. Yeah, we could possibly do that next week too, after the comic show. And then we need to talk to Thor about Big Dumb Monster of the Week. I think we're good to go with that. Okay. We have book clubs over with, so
yeah,
we have a little more bandwidth.
Yeah, it's definitely a Sunday night.
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah. So yeah, I think we just have some words of wisdom.
Yeah, and we'll get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Don't let ghoulies eat your ass.
And never sleep in a deathbed.
Bye-bye.